starting soon. Come watch the rabbit, let's watch the rabbit, bringing entertainment to me and you. Come watch the rabbit, let's watch the rabbit, it's not hard to do. Get ready because the stream is starting now.
How's it going, everybody? Welcome to another JRabbit87 stream. I am your host, JRabbit87, and I hope everybody is having a good day today. And I hope you guys are ready for some more wrestling action. As not only is it time for another edition of the Rabbit Wrestling Federation, but today marks an extra special occasion, as this is the very first Rabbit Wrestling Federation where we are switching from using 2K24, WWE 2K24, to using WWE 2K25. Yes, the newest wrestling game for WWE that is out and available today. We are using that. I have almost every single thing unlocked, with just a few things that really don't matter not unlocked. And instead of having a regular 10-match card like we have been, today's also going to be a little bit extra special. If you were with us on Rabbit Mania last Sunday, you know that MVP in the Hurt Business, MVP and Omos, the Hurt Business, successfully defended their titles, and well, MVP is not in this game. So I have created a storyline, and they have been stripped of their titles, and today we are holding a 16 tag team tournament to crown brand new RWF Men's Tag Team Champions. But of course, before we get into that, we do have our commands, so let's go ahead and get into those. As always, we are sponsored by our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. He has blessed both me and my wife extremely greatly, so we want to make sure that we give him all of the honor, credit, glory, and praise that he rightfully deserves. We also want to say a huge thank you. Thank you to everybody that joins me today. It means so much to me that you guys take time out of your busy days to come and hang out with me. Of course, a huge thank you also goes to our supporters, who I will name individually at the end of stream. Mary Kay. If you have not gotten your Mary Kay yet, feel free to grab that link and browse all the wonderful products that Mary Kay has in store for you. And if you have any questions about any of the products, or if you have questions about how you can become a Mary Kay consultant, you can also use that link to contact my hashtag wonderful wife, who is a Mary Kay consultant, and will be more than happy to answer any of your Mary Kay related questions. Discord. We have one of those. If you have not joined our Discord and you would like to, feel free to grab that link right there and come join us. We've got tons of chat rooms. That's where important announcements are announced, decisions are decided, discussions are discussed, results are resulted, chats are chatted, and we'd just love to have you there. Another place that we'd love to have you is over on YouTube. If you'd like to check out our past live streams or our highlight videos, which 2 new ones have been uploaded earlier today, feel free to grab that link and join us over in the land of YouTube. Now, since it is all free and it's another way that you can help support me, I do ask that you give the YouTube channel a subscribe, you give that bell icon a click, you give it a like, you give the videos a like, you give them a comment, because comments are good for the YouTube algorithm. Now, if you just want to see just the highlight videos, well, you can find those over on TikTok, where, again, those 2 have been uploaded there as well earlier today. So feel free to also grab that link and to browse all of just our highlight videos over on YouTube. I also have posted that short ladder match in its entirety from the beginning of the bell to the ending of the bell, 52 seconds. in its entirety. I've also posted that on both YouTube and TikTok. Feel free to grab that link. Again, since it's all free, I ask that you give the TikTok channel a follow. Give those videos a like and a comment because comments are also good for the TikTok algorithm. Last but not least, or certainly not least, are ways that you guys can help support the stream if you would like to do so. Always keep in mind that nothing is ever required, but everything is very much appreciated. More information on how you can help is in the chat. Feel free to read that at your leisure and do what you can do. With that, it's time to get into things. Yes, you heard me right, ladies and gentlemen. It is the Rabbit Wrestling Federation. It is 2K25. We have new arenas, new we have blah, blah, blah. We have new arenas up we have updated. That's the word I was looking for. We have updated arenas, updated title belts, and we're starting things off with brand new champions. The storyline reasons, MVP made it known that he has signed with another promotion. That is fine. That is cool. Unfortunately, him and Omos were successful in defending the tag team titles against the New Day. So, we are going to crown brand new tag team champions here tonight. And with the exception of Austin Theory and Grayson Waller, who automatically got to be in this tournament because of their victory over Uncle Howdy, Joe Gacy, and Dexter Loomis at Rabbit Mania, all 17 other tag teams were decided at random. I went to our favorite website, the Wheel of Rabbit. I put every male tag team with the exception of a couple that I decided to leave off. But pretty much every male tag team, and everything was decided at random. So, to make things even more interesting, when it comes to the betting will not start until the second team is making their, so because each match is going to be one team versus one team, and it's going to be a tournament. So the first team will make their entrance, and as the second team is making their entrance, betting will start. Now, in between each rounds, we will be taking a brief little intermission while I get the betting set up for the second and, of course, the third and, the other rounds. With that said, it is time to get started. I hope you guys are ready because our first match in round 1 is coming up next. And here they come, the only team that has earned their way into this tournament when they defeated a team that was calling themselves the Fallen. And you will notice that, of course, with the new 2K25, we've got some new faces, we got some old faces, we got some faces that have changed things up a little bit. The first of which, A-Town Down Under actually get their own entrance, get a little bit of a different entrance now.
And their opponents, at a combined weight of 488 pounds, Mosh and Thrasher, the Headbangers.
And here comes a blast from the past, one of the most popular tag teams of the Attitude Era. They have almost had their hands on tag team championships when they fought the Outsiders. Unfortunately, they did not win. Now they're looking to re-get that and become tag team champions. This match is underway, and just as we have before, I made sure to get us where we have everybody is maxed out on their attributes. They are all 100 on their attributes, so everybody is equal with everybody else. We have it on Legend difficulty. It is computer versus computer. And I have made sure that I have gotten the RWF style tag team match saved, so I don't have to set the specifics every single time. Austin Theory in firm control. And just in case you're new here and you're wondering what is an RWF style tag team match, well, to put it simply, there are no rope breaks, there are no ring countouts, there are no disqualifications. Only one man of his team can be legal at a time, so he must tag in and out to get the other one legal. The match can only be won by pinfall or submission inside the ring, or by knockout, which can happen anywhere in the ring arena. A late AO, I've been here, but I'm just now able to type. Welcome in, Bruda. It's good to have you here. As always, I look forward to your comments on the new arena, and when you finally see the new belts. Agreed? E. And going for a cover here, but only a kick out of 2. 2. The Headbangers looking to take things old school. I'm going to have to give the arena a better look, but so far I like the ring mat and the barricades a lot. I actually just thought of a way I might be able to improve the arena, but I'll work on that later. There's a tag out to Grayson Waller. Adds boo. But yay. There's that stunner. That's the move that won that team this opportunity. But Waller's not done. Perhaps taking a little bit too much time to taunt, letting the headbangers tag out. Crossbody into a cover, but only 1 count. A reversal into the world's most devastating move. Not even a 1 count though. Oh, now using the ropes, but again, the headbanger not even letting him get a 1 count. Reversal. Headbangers now in control. And back. Welcome back. He didn't really miss too much. Grayson Waller and I think that's Thrasher fighting at the moment. Big boot there by Waller. I like how Austin Theory's logo on his new shorts is just the old SmackDown logo. And I'm pretty sure that's Thrasher in the ring trying to get ahead, but Grayson Waller not trying to not let him. Right, me too. Big spine buster. Waller tagging in Austin Theory. Double team action here by A-Town Down Under. Looking for a cover now. Still not enough. One of those headbangers needs to wear a hat or something so we can tell them apart. Right? I know they have different skirts on, but that doesn't really help me. Into a cover. As a tag back out to Waller. I'm not sure if I've ever seen one of their IRL matches. I have not, actually. Well, no, wait. I have once, I think. I think I've seen their tag team match against the Insane Clown Posse. But that's like the only match I've seen. And that is Thrasher because he just did the diving leg drop from the top rope, which is his finishing move. And the other one does the burning hammer. So... Oh, roll through complete shop. I wonder how good and or entertaining they were. I really don't know. I know that they had a following. And I know that they tried to bring him back, but it didn't work. Oh, close 2 count there. I know at one point in time they tried to bring them back as a tag team, but even with nostalgia, they really didn't get over. Oh, wow. The crowd is obviously not entertained as we can hear them yelling to finish it. There's a low blow by Austin Theory into the cover, and that's it.
Here are your winners, Austin Theory and Grayson Waller.
They remind me of another team. I think they were called the Highlanders. Yes, there was a. Hold on. There we go. So yes, there was a team called the Highlanders. Um, the difference was the headbangers were like supposed to be like a I mean, you go to a metal concert and they do a mosh pit and they thrash and they're headbangers. While the Highlanders were a Scottish themed tag team. The crowd talks and Theory listens. The Highlanders were a Scottish themed um, thing because like Highlander, that type of thing. Like think almost like Drew McIntyre before Drew McIntyre. But I don't exactly know what happened with the Highlanders. I was actually a fan of them, and they were around the like kind of end ish of the ruthless aggression era, and they were just it was wrong time. Honestly, it was just the wrong time. They were being introduced around the time that Raw was on Spike TV. Maybe if they would have got sent to SmackDown, they could have flourished, but I don't know. I think one of the Highlanders was named Sean, but I don't remember the other. I feel like I liked them at the time, right? I don't remember their names either. And I remember what ended up getting them fired is they went to one of them went to a TNA show, and TNA spotted them in the audience and was like, "It's WWE superstar this guy of the Highlanders." Yeah. But enough about Highlanders and enough about all of that. It's time to move on to our next contest. Still in round one, our second match is coming up next. And here comes one of the most decorated tag teams in the history of tag teams. Although they have yet to taste gold here in RWF, they have become champions in every single other company they have ever stepped foot in. And of course, who can forget their feud with Cody Rhodes when he refused to become a Dudley? Which was, of course, here in RWF. Making their return, it is the Dudley Boys.
It's a new day, yes it is. And their opponents, at a combined weight of 417 pounds, Xavier Woods and Kofi Kingston, the New Day.
And here comes the tag team that almost walked away from Rabbit Mania as the new RWF Men's Tag Team Champions. But unfortunately for them, they weren't able to get the job done, and now they have another chance here tonight to become two-time Men's Tag Team Champions. Oh, I'm sad they got rid of the trumpet sounds. I remember that Highlander cameo happening at TNA. Funny these days that TNA and WWE are buddies. Sorry for the Highlander distraction there. You're all good, Bruda. I just had to get myself back on track because we got a lot of matches to go through tonight. I don't even know if we're going to end at 9 o'clock. Because we got a lot to go through, and we are not ending until we have new tag team champions. Even though I got to be up kind of early tomorrow. Very fair. Now, you want to know something that's really extra interesting about the match that we're seeing right here, right now? This match actually happened, I believe. I'm almost 100% positive that the Dudley Boys actually came out of retirement to actually wrestle the New Day at one point in time. I could be wrong. I really could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure it did happen. Either way, it is happening here tonight on RWF. But only one of these teams can go forward. Kofi Kingston and Bubba Ray Dudley in the ring right now. You can see that Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods have changed up their looks a little bit. I believe you're right. I mean, like I said, I'm man enough to say that I don't know if I'm right, and I very much could be wrong. But I have that, I feel like it has happened. As a tag to both Xavier Woods and Devon Dudley. The one in most aspects, the one thing the New Day has over the Dudley Boys, at least here in RWF, is that not only are they former RWF Men's Tag Team Champions, but Xavier Woods is a former RWF Intercontinental Champion. I know when the Dudleys returned, they also had a match at WrestleMania, but I can't recall if it was against New Day or a different team. Right, like I'm trying to search my memory, and the only thing that comes to mind is them feuding with Enzo Amore and Big Cass. Tag back out to Xavier Woods. Double team action by the New Day. Oh, tag out to Bubba Ray Dudley, and a miss from the top rope by Xavier, but he's not letting that stop him. Bubba Ray in control now, looking for a cover, but only got a 1 count. Oh, a little juke and jive there by Xavier Woods. It was the Usos at WrestleMania 32. Oh, okay. Fair enough. Oh, sunset flip into a cover. And Devon breaks it up. And another springboard, but missed by Xavier. There's a tag back out to Kofi Kingston. Tag to Devon. 3D kind of reversed there, but 3D into the cover, and Xavier Woods breaks up the pinfall. Reversal after reversal by these men. Of course, they all know what is at stake. And you know, as much as New Day would love to become 2-time tag team champions, the Dudleys would love to add to their growing list of companies that they've won titles at. They had it on the pre-show too, which is crazy. Thank you, Wikipedia, for that answer. Thank you for searching that up. Tag out to Xavier Woods. More double team action by the New Day. Another tag to Kofi Kingston. Beautiful double team maneuver by the New Day. And now Kofi doing a little taunting. Springboard. Oh, but he misses. And Devon Dudley takes advantage. Big back body drop by Devon Dudley. Tag back out to Bubba Ray. who sends Kofi to the outside, and now Bubba Ray from the top rope, but he misses. Now these two fighting on the outside of the ring. Remember, there are no countouts or disqualifications, but you can't win outside unless you knock your opponent out. Oh, beautiful springboard splash there by Kofi. Tagging in Xavier Woods now. Woods going for a cover. Only a 1 count. Bubba Ray Dudley, well, just about as I was going to say, he's in firm control. Xavier Woods reverses. And another tag. I got to say, great teamwork, and uh-oh. Oh, that finishing move there into a cover. But Devon Dudley breaks up the pinfall. Kofi going for a power bomb. Not like Kofi to go for a power move, but I guess desperate times call for desperate measures. Tag back out to Xavier Woods. You gotta also remember the last time the New Day was in a tag team tournament to crown champions, they won. Tag out to Devon Dudley. Oh, a version of the 3D there. Yes, I do. I do have to say, remember the last time. Uh-oh, Devon going for a saving grace. He hits it, but it's still not enough to knock Xavier Woods out. The last time we had one of these tournaments for the tag team titles is when we reopened the doors for RWF after having them closed. We had stripped every champion and put on tournaments to crown new champions, with the champions that got stripped being added in to the mix. And another saving grace, but again, no knockout. And that tournament would ultimately be won by the New Day, Xavier Woods and Kofi Kingston. Oh, Devon setting his sights on Kofi, and that may have just cost him. He's able to reverse, and again, a third saving grace. Still no knockout, into the cover, and Kofi Kingston breaks it up. You almost got to wonder what Devon Dudley and Bubba Ray Dudley have to do to put this match away. Xavier and Kofi just want this win that bad, and after a chair shot, Devon's setting up for something. Big discus right hand. The tag again to Kofi Kingston. And again, they hit that move and into a cover. Bubba, I think Bubba's done, but Devon apparently isn't. Bubba's just chilling on the outside. This perhaps be the end of the Dudley boys? There's trouble in paradise by Kingston into the cover. And Devon Dudley still kicks out at 2. As the boom drop by Kofi Kingston. A chair shot. Oh, I see. He's glitched out on the table. Reversal by Devon Dudley. Well, essentially, Devon is at a 2-on-1 disadvantage right now. Springboard crossbody. Tag out to Xavier. Once again. The up, I think that's the up, up, down, down. I could be wrong. Into a cover. And that's it. The power of the New Day has made Bubba Ray Dudley become Booty Dudley. It's now up to Devon to get the job done. Well, with that, New Day will go on, which means in round 2, it will be Grayson Waller and I'm actually going to do that real quick. Hold on. I'm going to do a round 2.
Ooh, piece of candy. Ooh, piece of candy.
Welcome in, T. Welcome in. Okay. We're good.
Ooh, piece of candy.
Thank you. Excited to see the 2K25 stuff. And I'm excited for you guys. Our next match of this tag team tournament is coming up next. And then I get ads. Fair. Yes, you are correct, my snaky friend. This tournament is got a few old faces, a few new faces, a few faces that have changed some things around. And representing the new faces is, of course, the Authors of Pain making their debut here in RWF, of course, alongside their manager, Paul Yearling, or however you say his last name. They are indeed making their debut here in RWF. Really surprised these guys are on here. Fair.
And their opponents, at a combined weight of 426 pounds, The Miz and Logan Paul, the Awesome Ones.
So did you say all these entrants were random? Yes. There were a couple of tag teams that I did not add to the Wheel of Rabbits, but with the exception of those tag teams and A-Town Down Under, who got a automatic entry, all 17 other tag teams, I spun the Wheel of Rabbit and went with who it landed on. So they are all random, with the exception of A-Town Down Under. The shaman of social media, Logan Paul, hashtag John Morrison. I forgot to hear their weights, so I'm just going to do that. Yes, like I said, with the exception of, I don't think I put the Brothers of Destruction. I don't think I put, there was like at least one, if not two more tag teams that I did not put. But with the exception of those people, I put basically the majority of every single male tag team onto the Wheel of Rabbit. And just let it decide who is going to face who. And of course, the awesome ones are on your Harley account, it's a hashtag instead of a 1. Oh, thank you. I appreciate you. Sounds like the only way to be fair. Right, that's what I was thinking too. I wanted to be fair. And I could have picked people that I preferred, but this also makes it more interesting for me. So, The Miz trying to introduce a weapon. Maybe not the best idea Miz has ever had. Right? Could end up with new storylines and such. Exactly. Tag out to Logan Paul, and of course, this is a good example of old faces meets new faces. The Awesome Ones, one of the original tag teams. Well, not really original, but one of the tag teams that we've had for a while here in RWF versus the debuting Authors of Pain. So not only are the Authors of Pain on this game, but if you notice Paul's shirt, they are actually part of the Final Testament. With Karrion Kross and Scarlett. Logan looks like he's trying to be Wolverine with his get-up. He probably is. Oh, nice. So they could become a part of whatever story Karrion is in? Exactly. True? Yes. Oh, big slam there. His name is Logan after all. Hashtag Wolverine. Fair. So the interesting thing about Authors of Pain having that Paul on their side is Paul at one point in time was the manager to the legendary tag team the Road Warriors. So he's no stranger to managing just guys who like to cause a lot of pain. And he could be the deciding factor. He could also not be. At least here in RWF, Miz and Logan definitely have the experience into a cover. Only a 2 count. With both of them being former Pure Honor champions in their own right. Authors of Pain is a pretty cool team name, to be honest. Right? They're going to write their way into history. At least that's their plans here in RWF. And yet another tag team that I'm going to have a hard time remembering which one is which. So I know you guys probably can't really see it, but he's starting to get a black eye. The Authors of Pain guy that's in there at the moment. I think we knew them as something else before they became Authors of Pain. I could see that. I don't know what, but I could definitely, or what they were, but I could see it. Big shots there. Meh. My screen is way too small to notice. That's neat how you could see those kind of things forming during a match. Yes, a lot of stuff that has become new in this is wrestlers will actually start to get like bruise marks and stuff on their backs and on their skin. If I'm remembering right, Akeem is the bigger guy and Razor is the one in the ring. Fair. Logan Paul going for a cover. It feels like the audience is a lot more vocal in this one. Shades of JBL with that clothesline there. There's a middle rope frog splash into the cover and a breakup. I might have spelled their names wrong. Fair. Going for a power bomb, but a reversal. Payne versus Vane. Who shall win? And there it is. A bit of a steal victory there by Logan Paul, but I guess what do you expect? I had a feeling Vane shall win. Well, they whether you agree with it or not, they stole that victory, but it is indeed a victory. They will move on. It's time to find out who they'll be facing. Our next match of round 1 coming up next. And here comes another relatively new tag team. We've seen Andre Chase and Thea Hale, but now they've added Duke Hudson to the mix. And granted, I was going to use this tag team to face off against the Alpha Academy. I just never got the chance. And now the Wheel of Rabbit has decided they're going to get a chance at tag team gold in this tournament tonight. That would be perfect. Chase U versus Alpha Academy would be pure cinema.
And their opponents, at a combined weight of 608 pounds, Kevin Nash and Scott Hall, the Outsiders.
Hey, yo, Chico. Here they come, former RWF Men's Tag Team Champions and one of the most dominant tag team champions, Don't Terra Quadkev, until they finally lost against the Hurt Business. Once again, coming to take over RWF, it's the Outsiders. Andre Chase and Kevin Nash starting things off, and uh-oh, I think, oh, and a small package after just, I thought for a second there Nash was just ticked off, but it looks like he was trying to play on Andre. Little mind games there by Big Nash. The power of Kevin Nash. Of course, the biggest thing, as the tag out to Scott Hall there, the biggest thing the Outsiders have over Duke Hudson and Andre Chase is that they are former RWF Men's Tag Team Champions in their own rights. But then again, the thing that Andre Chase and Duke Hudson have over the Outsiders, they actually have two advantages. One being Thea Hell at ringside, and the other being that we haven't really gotten to see what they're capable of. Duke Hudson now in the ring. Close 2 count there as Duke Hudson almost got the Outsiders out of this tournament. Oh, right into that exposed turnbuckle. And now dropping a giant elbow drop. Yeah, my original plan was to have Andre feuding with Chad, Duke feud with Otis, Thea feud with Maxine, then switch Andre and Duke around, almost doing a war of momentum type thing, which would ultimately lead into a tag team match with the two girls at ringside. But I just never could actually get around to finishing it. I started it, but I never got to finish it. A tag out to Kevin Nash. And now the problem is I can't really do that because although Alpha Academy is still on the game, it only consists of Otis, Maxine Dupree, and Tozawa. While Chad Gable is the leader of American Made with the Creed brothers and Ivy Nile. I think Chase U has a third guy. If they put him in here, he could have feuded with Akira Tozawa. They had Ridge Holland. Ridge Holland was a part of Chase U before both Ridge got kicked out and Duke Hudson got fired. So what you're seeing here, every time you see Andre or Duke try to punch Kevin Nash and he kind of just shrugs it off, that is the brand new Giant system. Another, that was a glitch. Another new thing is they've added, they had Powerhouse, High Flyer, Technician, and Striker. Well, they also have added Giant as a classification. And that is what, and Kevin Nash is considered the Giant classification. Do excuse me for a moment while I grab a drinky drink. And I kick out a 2. And now Hall setting up for the outsider's edge. He's got him up. And now he's, no, he doesn't have him down as Hudson able to get out of it. Reversal by Hall. And now a reversal by Hudson, who goes for a quick pin here. Can he steal the victory? No, a reversal by Hall. Can Hall steal the victory? And now it's a reversal again. Back and forth pin reversals. Oh, big hand there. Hall in complete control of this match. There's the tag out. The chase. A little bit of taunting. And there's the tag to Big Daddy Cool. Kevin Nash, who hits a sidewalk slam straight into a cover, but Hudson able to break up the pin. And Nash goes for a pin anyways, this time using the ropes to his advantage. Didn't even get a 1 count though. Uh-oh, Nash setting up for the jackknife, but Jace able to break out of it. Nash going for a big power slam now. Hitting a running elbow drop. Oh, went for a splash, but Chase got the knees up. Nash able to revert. So many reversals, I can't even keep track. Oh, complete shot by Chase into a cover. And a kick out of 2. Tag out the Duke. And now Hudson going for a version of the Razor's Edge himself. Perhaps a little mocking of Scott Hall. Kevin Nash able to kick out of 2. Nash gonna let Hall get some words in edgewise with Hudson, who hits him with a Hurricanrana. And Hudson wants nothing to do with Hall, so he tags back in Chase. Massive punches there into a cover. Only a 1 count. DDT by Chase. Tag out to Kevin Nash. And there's a tag out to Duke Hudson. Who evades a clothesline, and now Hudson wisely using that exposed corner post, and now using a sledgehammer on the legs of Kevin Nash. Tag back out to Chase. Big boot by Kevin Nash. This back and forth action between these two teams. Neither one trying to let the other get the upper hand for very long. Now Kevin Nash perhaps getting a little bit too cocky. We'll see if that works out for him or not. Big sidewalk slam by Nash. Going for a cover, but Hudson is right there to break up the cover. Misses the big boot. And now Nash going for the jackknife. He hits it into a cover. And that's it.
Here are your winners, Kevin Nash and Scott Hall,
The Outsiders continue their dominance. And now that means in round 2 we will get the Awesome Ones versus the Outsiders. Well, we only have 4 more matches in round 1. The next match in round 1 coming up next. Sorry.
The following contest is a tag team match set for one fall. On the way to the ring, at a combined weight of 492 pounds, Montez Ford and Angelo Dawkins, the Street Profits.
And here they come, former two-time RWF Men's Tag Team Champions. Oh wait, or are they three-time? Hold up, I'm gonna have to do some fact checking here. Three. They are former three-time RWF Men's Tag Team champions.
And their opponents, at a combined weight of 516 pounds, Bret Hart and Jim Neidhart, the Hart Foundation.
And yet another Golden Age era tag team, considered to be one of the best tag teams of their generation. And although they have not won any tag team titles here in RWF, they're looking to change that. And Bret Hart is a former Intercontinental Champion in his own right here in RWF. I forgot to listen to their weights. And yes, so because I didn't read it out loud, Kung Fu Cobra did say that he's not sure how much of the show he'll be able to stay for, but he'll do his best to stay for a good portion. And he just noticed it's in Tulsa. Yes, I do realize that this is probably going to be one of the longest RWFs we have ever had. Although we will not be stopping until new champions are crowned. If you guys end up having to go to bed, or you guys have something else that you need to do, I do not fault you for having to leave. I appreciate what time that you are able to be here. So just thank you for even being here the little bit you can be here. With that said, as far as it being in Tulsa, I did decide to switch things up a little bit, so the actual just regular RWF arena will now always be held from Tulsa, but the pay-per-views, on the other hand, will be a mixture between either Florida or Oklahoma City. And that's not saying that one pay-per-view will randomly be from either, it won't randomly be like one match will be from Oklahoma City and one match will be Florida. No, like the entire pay-per-view is either going to all be from Oklahoma City or it's going to be all from Florida. Huge fan of it being in Tulsa and the PPVs being in Florida/OKC. That's awesome. So this match right here, let's just kind of talk a little bit about, like, in the WWF, the Hart Foundation is considered to be one of the best tag teams, like I said, of its generation. But here in RWF, they are facing perhaps one of the best tag teams in RWF history. The only team to have ever won the men's tag team championships on 3 separate occasions. And of course, you know that they would love nothing more than to make it 4-time tag team champions by going all the way and winning this tag team tournament. I also had the option to give them B-Fab as a manager, and I decided not to. Sorry, hashtag sorry, not sorry. I also got to say, too, that this is not a tournament mode. This is literally, I am putting the matches on, I'm setting them up. I did not do the tournament mode feature for this. So unfortunately that does mean that, so the good news is that means I can add managers. The bad news is that damage retention is not going to be on. Powered by Jim Neidhart here. Sorry about that. I had to yawn and try to get the mute button going. Uh-oh, cover clutch applied here by Jim Neidhart. Will Montez Ford tap out? And no, he's able to get out of it. The power of Jim Neidhart on display. That is, of course, the tactic of the Hart Foundation. Jim has the smash mouth and just pure power, while Brett has the technical and the speed. Oh, and Brett just took out the referee. Spine buster by Angelo Dawkins. Beautiful move by Dawkins into the cover, but Jim Neidhart able to break up the pinfall. Uh-oh. Version of the Doomsday device, only with Montez doing a blockbuster instead of a clothesline. Another tag. More teamwork by the Street Profits. And now Dawkins going to the top rope. Montez's speed. Dawkins' power and surprising athleticism. That is their way to win. Tag out to Montez Ford. Big power slam there by Jim the Anvil Neidhart. He missed with the stop sign. Ooh, massive drop there. Tag out to Brett. And there's the tag back out to Jim. Double team action by the Hart Foundation. Back and forth action between these two teams. Every team in this, they know what's on the line. The winner, heart attack. Again, kind of reversed, but heart attack by the Hart Foundation. Oh, and a kick out at 2.9. As I was saying, every team in this tournament knows whoever wins is guaranteed to become the brand new RWF Men's Tag Team Champions. Cover. And a kick out at 2. Sliced bread by Montez Ford into the cover, but was right in the corner where Jim, the Anvil Neidhart, was able to break up the pinfall. Rocker dropper by Montez Ford. Jim Neidhart and Montez Ford battling it out here. Each one trying to do as much damage to put away the other one as they can. A tag out to Angelo Dawkins. Oh, spinebuster neckbreaker combination into the cover, but Bret Hart breaks it up. Big spinebuster into the cover. Oh, and a kick out at 2. Angelo Dawkins not where he wants to be right now. In the corner of the Hart Foundation. He's able to battle back. Tag out to Bret Hart. Bret Hart with a tip toss. As this match continues. Tag to Jim. And here we go. Hart attack the right way. Into a cover. Oh, and a kick out at 2. I almost can't believe it. I think the crowd was actually booing that kick out. Tag out to Montez Ford. Springboard tornado DDT into a cover. And a kick out of 2. Rolling blockbuster. Kind of digging how the crowd has more personality and character in this game. Right? And Montez Ford is hurting something bad. But not bad enough to get knocked out yet. I will say knocking somebody out is a lot harder on this game. Tag out to Brett. Going for another heart attack. Another cover. And that's it.
Here are your winners, Bret Hart and Jim Neidhart, the Hart Foundation.
The Hart Foundation picking up a big win, eliminating the former 3-time men's tag team champions, the Street Profits, from the tournament, making perhaps the biggest statement of them all. Well, without further ado, we move right on along. Our next match of round 1 coming up next. here they come, making their debut in here in RWF, the team of Rosie and Jamal, collectively known as 3-Minute Warning. Close enough. Welcome back, Umaga. Well, Umaga is on the game as well, but
And their opponents, at a combined weight of 357 pounds, Elton Prince and Kid Wilson, pretty deadly.
and Roman Reigns' brother Rosie. Yes, boy. I forgot to listen to the weights of Rosie and Jamal. Too focused on commentating. Probably like, let's say 400. Are you betting the whole bit in Kabuto, huh? Pretty much. Again, I would like to remind everybody that these teams were all picked at random. Hashtag yes, boy. If you guys can stay with me at least for the final match, I will try to reward you by showing you a surprise. And then you can go to bed. If you can last that long. If you can't, I completely understand. I'll call upon you when that time is, when we get to that time. Now Rosie has been tagged into the match. Sounds good. Tag out to Kit Wilson, and surprising power there by Elton Prince. Pretty Deadly are going to look to slow this match down, as Jamal and Rosie are used to decimating their opponents in 3 minutes. Oh, and what another thing that may surprise you is Tyler Breeze is indeed on this game. And yes, I have added him once again to the stable of Pretty Deadly as kind of their, while they're the tag team, he's the singles guy. Double team move here by 3-Minute Warning. Oh, that's gotta hurt. And I must excuse myself again. I am having a little bit of trouble breathing, so I'm going to take a hit off my inhaler, and I'm going to take a drink. Woo! Glad Tyler is still here, even if it is because of up, up, down, down. Fair. Elton Prince in control at the moment. Looking for a cover. As these two now battle on the outside of the ring. Oh, massive move there by Rosie. It's kind of a shame that Rosie didn't really get to break out like Roman Reigns did. Big slam there by the big man. Oh, just domination by Rosie. The tag back to Jamal. Of course, 3-minute warning, looking to make their names known here tonight. Winning not only their debut, but planning on winning the entire tournament to become our new tag team champions. On the other hand, Pretty Deadly are looking to make their mentor Tyler Breeze proud by winning. And interesting to note that they have chosen not to have Tyler Breeze at ringside for this match here tonight. Oh, big Samoan drop by Jamal into a cover. Only a 1 count. Or 2 count. Sorry. I'm tired for whatever reason. Big flapjack. Tag out to Rosie. And of course, this is Rosie before he would become the superhero in training. For anybody that remembers that. Big clothesline by Kit Wilson. Remember when we had this on Universe mode and it made Kit Wilson get involved in a storyline between Drew McIntyre and freaking John Cena? Version of the heart attack there by Pretty Deadly into a cover. Only a 2 count. I do indeed remember him being the shit. Yeah. Big clothesline by Elton Prince. Haha, I do remember Kit getting involved. I like that. Like I should say. Liked, I should say. Big slam. Tag out to Wilson. Ooh, Jamal actually acting a little bit smart there. Getting out of the way, and there's a tag to Rosie. Double team action. Ooh, 2 super kicks. And now both of them. Oh no. I know what they're going for here. Stereo splashes from the top rope. Their finishing tag team move into a cover. And somehow Kit Wilson kicks out at 2. Didn't mean to have you do a curse. I just remember those 4 letters were the acronym they used for the superhero in training. Right? I mean, that was kind of the point of it, was to get people to do the curse. Because, you know, haha, funny, funny. You said a naughty word. Into a cover. And somehow Rosie able to kick out. That's why I'm like. That's why I say though I'm disappointed that Rosie really didn't get to reach the same level of success that Roman Reigns, his brother, did, because he had it. Like, I loved the superhero Rosie. I guess it was just me, though, or I don't know, maybe a few of us, but good times though when they were a team with Molly, Holly, and all. So, and there's the 3 count.
Here are your winners, Elton Prince and Kit Wilson.
Pretty Deadly getting a massive victory here tonight. If Rosie were still around, I bet he'd be in Bloodline. I liked him. I feel like Rosie was just born in the wrong time. If he was younger, he'd be really successful. Fair. Well, that's embarrassing. That's really embarrassing. Huh. Weird. I wonder how that works then. Maybe you just could hear it through my microphone. I really don't know. That's weird. Because I've had my desktop audio on 0 this entire time. Oh well, moving right along. Our next match. Only thing I haven't been able to hear is the audio when you're setting up matches. That makes sense. So you've been hearing the audio from my microphone. That's what it is. The audio from my headphones that gets captured by the microphone. That's what you've been hearing. I'm sorry. Fair. Let's go ahead and get to our next match. Well, folks, all I can say about this match is I hope you're ready to get a little savage. Man, I miss Kurt.
The following is a tag team match set for one fall. On the way to the ring, accompanied by Captain Lou Albano at a combined weight of 645 pounds, Alpha and Sika, the Wild Samoans.
Another blast from the past. It's Mario. The Wild Samoans, Alpha and Sika, to the what many consider the like two of the original members of the bloodline. Of course, accompanied by Captain Lou Albano, who yes did play a live action version of Mario, making their RWF debuts here tonight. Hey, it's Roman Reigns' dad. We saw his brother. Now we've seen his dad.
And their opponents, accompanied by Valhalla at a combined weight of 552 pounds, Ivar and Eric, the War Raiders.
I can acknowledge Roman's road of showing up. Skull. Skull indeed. I said this match was going to be savage. It's the Samoans versus the Vikings. Again, I keep forgetting to listen to their weights. you both for those guys. 552. Okay, fine with me. Thank you. I appreciate it. And Alpha starting things off strong against Ivar. And normally I would say the Riders are a little bit of a disadvantage because the Samoans have a manager, but we can't forget that the Raiders have Valhalla out there as well. No problem. I actually love that the Wild Samoans are in this. That's a cool surprise. I don't think I've ever played as them in a WWE game. Fair. I don't think they've ever appeared unless like maybe one of the like arcade WWF games. Yeah, with this being like the Bloodline edition, there's a lot of like Bloodline members who are making their WWE game debut. And the Raiders ring gear looks quite cool in this. Yes. I'm also kind of glad, like, as much as I liked them being called the Viking Raiders, I am glad that on the game they are back to being the War Raiders. Even though it doesn't look like really anything has changed. Oh, Ivar going for the tag, but Eric is distracted with one of the Samoans on the outside. Speaking of, are we going to remake Kurt and Dirk? It's okay if not. We might, I don't know. I haven't really made that decision yet. If we do, they should have a female Viking like Valhalla, right? The funeral pyre, I believe is what we named that move. I don't actually know if he has a specific name for it. And come to think of it, I don't know if I've ever actually seen him do it in real life. Double team action by the Raiders. Tag out. And a miss from the top rope by Eric. Ladies and gentlemen, we only have one more match in our first round of this tournament. Wait, that doesn't make sense. Did we skip somebody? Oh. Yes, we did. No, we're all right. We're good. I forgot to do something. Okay, we're all good. I forgot to I forgot to put that pretty deadly one. So yes, we only have one more match after this. Eric going for a cover. If you just wanted a savage smash mouth beatdown match, these two tag teams are providing that. No fear, no intimidation, no mind games, just pure, utter beat the tar out of each other. You know what? If you guys can make, if Trish can keep from going to bed until after this match, I will go ahead and give the surprise to you guys. Because I want to see her, I want her to see the surprise. But I got to at least let this match play out. If not, then I'll just continue to keep it a surprise until we're able to show it. Fair. Tag out to Ivar. I have lost track. I think that's Alpha in the ring right now. Could be Sika. I don't remember. So many tag teams in this tournament where I can't tell them apart. Tag to Eric. Ooh, big double team power slam into a cover. A kick out at 2. Hey, paisanos, it's the Super Mario Brothers Super Show. That's all I can think of when I see Lou Albano out there on the ringside. Picking up a bit of speed for that move. Eric in firm control. Why does it seem like every time I say somebody's in firm control, they get reversed? What's funny is I was just talking about Lou with T, and she was saying we should watch his matches. Well, here he is, right? And again, these are all teams that were completely chosen at random using the will of Rabit. Oh, big move there by the Raiders. The wheel of Rabit never fails. Tag to Eric. And again, double team move by the War Raiders as Ivar comes back in. Oh, interesting offense. Going for the funeral pyre. Second one in this match. Looking for a cover, but the referee is busy with Captain Lou Albano. And a kick out by the Wild Samoan. Spinning back kick, and there's a tag back to Eric. Don't think that worked how he wanted it to. Oh, big knee. Eric's not done yet. Tag out to Ivar. A double team maneuver again. Into a cover. And the Raiders move on.
Here are your winners, Ivar and Eric, the War Raiders.
I'm not upset by this. All right, so I need to ask the question, is Trish still with us? I'm here? Okay. So. This is my surprise to you guys. I'm not going to actually let the match play out, but I wanted you guys to see what me and Amanda have been working on besides the arenas. No ads. Snooze.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making her way to the ring from Recluse, Wyoming, Cindy.
Yes, you are seeing that correct. Now, we do not have any of the other members, but just in case, she would have won the women's championship or the ability to fight for the women's championship. And just in case she won the women's championship, me and Amanda, created an updated version of Glam Rock Chica. Chica? Yes. Jump scare, it's Chica. So, I hope You guys are okay with that? Completely updated. She looks outstanding. And then I haven't even worked on this very much. Oh well. I forgot. I didn't even give myself a proper entrance. I didn't even give myself a proper entrance. Wow. That's great. I mainly was doing this to show off Cindy anyways. Nice. I vote she stays in RWF. Got to include the work of her. Oh yeah, no, she's staying. She is 100% staying. And the goal is to eventually get the rest of the Five Nights at Freddy's girls. Oh wow, it's making me update. Okay. Also, this Corvus looks awesome. Reminds me of Taker and Ministry. Thank you. But yeah, no. Cindy will be staying in RWF. The goal is going to be eventually to have Amanda help me make and update the other women of the Five Nights at Freddy's group as well, and of course start making some other characters just to add to the random roster as well. Of course, also incorporating Dr. Naha, Hannah Hatake, and of course Amanda herself. Um, it's gonna take time. That's the only thing. It's gonna take time. We had a random day where we both didn't have anything to do. I set her down. We were able to make Chica. I was able to make Dr. Corvus, although I haven't done Dr. Corvus's entrance or his movesets. I haven't really done much with Chica other than her, like I got her finishing moves because I remember those, but everything else I really haven't touched other than her entrance. Hype. But yeah, updated Chica. With that, we now go on to the final match of round 1. So that is coming up next.
Your destiny's written all over the sky. You can't hide. I'm reading the thoughts that take over your mind day and night. You're my name. I am the future of your sorrows. Take your time. It's too late. I'm already living your tomorrow. You can't hide. The Empress of Tomorrow.
And here we go. The final match of round 1. Oh, what? Do they not have a tag team entrance?
The following contest is a tag team match set for one fall. Introducing first, representing New Catch Republic from Birmingham, England, weighing in at 205 pounds. A bruiserweight, Pete Dunne.
It's Butch. Well, I might have to fix that if they win. If they win, I'm definitely going to have to fix that and give them a tag team entrance together. That really surprises me. I really am surprised that they don't have a together entrance. Well, anyways, we said that we were getting new faces, and although neither of these guys are new to RWF, they are new as a tag team to RWF. And yes, this guy was formerly known as Butch, but he's back to using his name Pete Dunne.
And his partner, representing New Catch Republic from Dudley, England, weighing in at 175 pounds, Tyler Bates.
Here comes Tyler Bates. These two collectively known as New Catch Republic. We haven't seen much of Tyler Bates in RWF. Now him and Pete Dunne have teamed up, and they're looking to make their names in the tag team division. Their British strong style, they believe, is going to give them the win.
At a combined weight of 478 pounds, the team of Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn.
And here they come, the best friends, former one-time RWF Men's Tag Team Champions, and of course Kevin Owens, a former RWF Men's Heavyweights. Sorry, and a former. Let me try that again. Kevin Owens, a former RWF Heavyweight Champion, and the very first ever RWF Heavyweight Champion to boot. So you really have experience versus... Ooh, nice move there by Kevin Owens. You have experience versus we just haven't really got a chance to see in this match. Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn have been a part of RWF since its start. As I said, Kevin Owens is the very first ever RWF Heavyweight Champion. And him and Sami do have a collective win, as they are former RWF Men's Tag Team Champions, which they held together. Meanwhile, Pete Dunne and Tyler Bates, we have not really seen much of either one of them. We did see a little bit of Pete Dunne as he teamed up with Sheamus and Ridge Holland, but never quite got anything done there. Now Pete Dunne going for a submission, but Sami Zayn able to get out of it. I said, I know Nick's not exactly the hugest Sami Zayn fan, so again, I remind everybody that I did not pick these tag teams. The Will of Rabbit did. Actually, there was a tag team that I wanted to be in this tournament, but the Will of Rabbit decided it wasn't meant to be. I was curious about which teams missed out on. A bunch. This game actually has a pretty good selection of tag teams. I love how Pete Dunne's just kind of chilling outside. I think we found a new glitch. Kevin Owens going for a reversal here. I know Owens going for a package power driver. Or no, package power bomb, sorry. My bad. And Owens setting up for a stunner, but Bates able to get out of it. Tiger bomb by Tyler Bates. It is his name, right? Tyler Bates. Yeah, it is. Tyler Bates. And there's the, wow. That was probably the quickest match of the night.
Here are your winners, Pete Dunne and Tyler Bates, New Catch Republic.
A huge win here by the New Catch Republic. I'm okay with this. Well, if they're going to move on, you guys are going to go with me. Good show and good night. Good night, Trish. We're going to, hold up, I'm going to have to actually go to, so you were wondering, DIY missed out. The APA missed out. The Alpha Academy. The Creed brothers of American Made. Tama Tonga and Tangaloa of the Bloodline missed out. I purposely kept the Brothers of Destruction off. D-Generation X missed out. The Family missed out. Fraxium, Gallus, the Head Shrinkers, Imperium, the Islanders, Judgment Day, who I think I purposely kept off. I also purposely kept off Carl Anderson and Luke Gallows. The LWO, and more specifically, Walking Wild and Cruz del Toro. Las Garzas of Legado del Fantasma. the Megastars. Um, the OG bloodline. The Steiner brothers. The Usos from 2010. The Usos from 2017. The Wyatt Six. Those are the teams that missed out on this. We are going to give them an entrance real quick. I do apologize about this. Dude, they have everything. Why does it have them entering separately? We're just gonna do that then. Why not just...
Here are your winners, the team of Pete Dunne and Tyler Bates. Here are your winners, the team of Pete Dunne and Here are your winners, the team of Pete Dunne and Tyler Bates. Here are your winners, the team of Pete Dunne and Tyler Bates.
There. Why not? There you go. Okay. Man, I love the roster on this. I'm going to tap out too, but I may return later on. Alright, Buddha. You guys have a wonderful rest of your evening. For anybody else who may be with me, we are not stopping. We are going to go into round 2. We are going to go into a brief intermission of sorts. Instead of getting the Be Right Back screen, you're going to get to listen to the theme music as I set up the betting for round 2. And when we come back, it'll be immediately in to the first match of round 2, which of course round 2 will be. Actually, I need to fix that real quick. I forgot to add that on there. Okay, so round 2 will officially be A-Town Down Under versus the New Day, the Awesome Ones versus the Outsiders, and the Hart Foundation versus Pretty Deadly, and the War Raiders versus New Catch Republic. We'll see you soon.
'cause your opinion don't matter. This maniac is gonna step on whomever. It's time getting live, 'cause I'm gonna make it change. Kicking ass, taking names, cleaning house all the favors. I'm burning out the dead wood, burning down time. This is only my way, so get your ass in line. They say that I've lost it, but talk me down, and I swear it's gonna cost you. Now I'm back, the boss of you morons, so never count me out as one thing you can count on.
And we are back and ready for round 2.
A-Town.
The following contest is a tag team match set for one fall. On the way to the ring, at a combined weight of 426 pounds, Austin Theory and Grayson Waller, A-Town Down Under.
Again, the only team that actually earned their way into this tournament. Can they go all the way?
It's a new day, yes it is!
And their opponents, at a combined weight of 417 pounds, Xavier Woods and Kofi Kingston, the New Day.
But boy, do they have their work cut out for them, because their opponents are the New Day, Xavier Woods and Kofi Kingston. Collectively, they have already held the men's tag team championships once. And of course, as I have said at multiple occasions, Xavier has also held the Intercontinental Championship. Meanwhile, Grayson Waller and Austin Theory have not held any titles here in RWF. But that's exactly what their whole argument was to begin with. Their whole argument was a random tag team that didn't even enter together, got to be in the fatal 4-way to determine new number 1 contenders for the tag team titles when they hadn't gotten that opportunity. And they were a legit tag team. I will be honest, I hope it doesn't last too awful long. I do have an early morning myself tomorrow, and I would like some sleep. In all honesty, if it goes past if it starts getting close to 11, I'll probably just call it and finish it the rest of the night. I know that I said we were not going to stop, but the more I think about it, I have to be up at 6 in the morning. Then again, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how I'm feeling. We'll see how long it takes. So we have another quick one like we had on that last match. This will be fine. Xavier Woods kind of went through a bit of a metamorphosis in recent months. There was a time that he believed that everybody was kind of mocking him and preferred Big E and Kofi Kingston over him. So he ended up actually turning his back, not just on the fans, not just on his Big E brothers, but even his hometown, claiming he was from parts unknown, and started calling himself Zero. This, thankfully for those of us who like Xavier Woods as Xavier Woods, didn't last too awful long, as it failed to capture him any actual gold, and he put it on the line at Elimination Chamber, claiming that if he couldn't knock out Intercontinental Champion, he would go back to being Xavier Woods, and well, of course, the Honky Tonk Man was able to successfully defeat all 5 other members, including Zero, to retain his title. So, because he is a man of his word, Xavier Woods would go on to be Xavier Woods again. And this would actually end up being a good thing, at least for a little bit, because not only would he reform with the New Day, but him and Kofi Kingston would then go on to win that said Fatal 4-Way I was talking about earlier, to become the #1 contenders for the men's tag team championships. And they would even get to go on to Rabbit Mania to attempt to take the titles away from the Hurt Business. Now, unfortunately for all of us, unfortunately, they were unable to do so. But now it seems that they are given yet another chance, again, by the Will of Rabbit. Keep in mind, the only team that did not come from the Will of Rabbit was A-Town Down Under. So now the question is, can New Day become 2-time RWF Men's Tag Team Champions? Or will A-Town Down Under prove exactly what they've been saying, that they not only deserve the right to challenge for the titles, but they are the people that should be champions? Austin Theory using the ropes. Only on 1 count though. Now also, I have to admit that damage retention is not on. This is not a typical tournament style. I do not use the tournament mode. I am just doing regular tag team matches. So, yeah. Again, Kofi going for a power move. Sorry about that. speaking of tomorrow, we will be live again tomorrow for our continued playthrough as we finally get back to DC Universe, and hopefully we'll be able to complete it so we can get on to some of the other games we have planned to play for y'all. As always, it will start at 7 p.m. Central Time. Kofi doing a little bit of chain wrestling, but it looks like Grayson Waller taking over. Massive back suplex. Stopping Kofi Kingston from advancing, and now Waller from the middle rope with an elbow drop. Tag out the Theory. When asked about this tournament, Austin Theory said that he is confident that him and Waller will walk out tonight as the new champions. And for him, that's not just a theory, that's a fact. Tag out to Xavier Woods. Tag back out to Waller. Ooh, drop kick by Woods. Oh, and Waller using the ropes to his advantage. And now attacking Kofi Kingston, who reverses it. Woods signaling for something big and went for a dive to the outside, but he missed, and Waller, instead of taking advantage of Woods, goes after Kingston, and now he turns his attention to Woods. Oh no. Oh. Gotta love AI. Tag to Kofi Kingston. Oh, now Waller going for a signature rolling stunner of his. He hits it into the cover, and Woods breaks up pinfall. Tag out the Theory. Oh, massive shot there by Theory. Now Theory's going to focus some attention on Xavier Woods. I don't know how smart this is. You don't really want to give Kofi a fighting chance. And now Theory with a knockout.
Here are your winners, Austin Theory and Grayson Waller, A-Town Down Under.
I am thoroughly surprised that A-Town Down Under moves on. I honestly cannot believe that they were able to beat the New Day. Well, it's time to find out who they'll be facing, because coming up next, it's the Awesome Ones versus the Outsiders.
The following is a tag team match set for one fall. On the way to the ring at a combined weight of 426 pounds, The Miz and Logan Paul, the Awesome Ones.
Well, they were able to steal a victory in round one. I highly doubt they'll be able to do it again, as they are about to face one of the most dominant tag teams in RWF history. And although these two have had singles gold success, I do not believe they have ever won the men's tag team titles. I could be wrong. I'm going to look it up. No, they have not.
And their opponents at a combined weight of 608 pounds, Kevin Nash and Scott Hall, the Outsiders.
These two came in right after the Street Profits won, immediately challenged them, won the tag team titles, and proceeded to dominate every single challenger that came their way up until they finally met their match at the hands of MVP and Omos, the Hurt Business. I do got to apologize. I must mute my microphone for a few moments and leave you guys as I need to go use the little boy's room. I will be right back. Alright, I am back. I see this match is not ended yet, so that's good for me. Means I can actually see who wins and how they win. The Hurricane there by Logan Paul. And Logan Paul with the brass knuckles. Looking to steal another win. But Scott Hall not going to let it happen. Hey, I mean, there are no disqualifications, so if you got them, might as well use them. Tag out to Hall and Miz. And Hall with a fall away slam. Oh, low blow by The Miz. Again, taking suit of that no disqualification. And a pinfall by Logan Paul. And Kevin Nash breaks it up this time. The Outsiders determined to not let the the Outsiders determined to not let the Awesome Ones steal another victory. Top rope, springboard moonsault, only in 1 count. That boxing back around coming into play here. Tag out to Nash and Miz. I think here's a cover using the ropes to his advantage. And a kick out at 2. How poetic would it have been if the Outsiders were to steal a victory over the people who stole a victory. Uh-oh. Miz with the snap DDT. Tag out. Double team action by the Awesome Ones. Logan Paul now gonna go for a springboard. And he hits the crossbody, springboard crossbody. But instead of going for a cover, he's kind of running around, going to the middle rope. Hits a frog splash into the cover. And Nash kicks out at 2. Big clothesline. Springboard moonsault. Logan Paul just on fire at the moment. Top rope this time. Went for another frog splash, but he missed. Kevin Nash now went for some sort of big move, but Paul able to get out of it. Tag out to the Miz. Miz and Kevin Nash now on the outside of the ring. Nash deciding to focus on Logan Paul, which allows Miz to take advantage. Skull crushing finale into the cover. And there he did it. Somehow they did it.
Here are your winners, The Miz and Logan Paul, the Awesome Ones.
I have absolutely no idea how the Awesome Ones were able to pull that off. The real question, though, when it comes down to round 3, can RWF's ring handle that much ego in one ring? Like, because that means it's going to be A-Town Down Under versus the Awesome Ones. Well, coming up next, it's the Hart Foundation versus Pretty Deadly.
The following contest is a tag team match set for one fall. On the way to the ring, at a combined weight of 516 pounds, Bret Hart and Jim Neidhart, the Hart Foundation.
And here they are. They were able to successfully eliminate the Street Profits. And now they're looking to do the same against Pretty Deadly.
And their opponents, at a combined weight of 357 pounds, Elton Prince and Kid Wilson, Pretty Deadly.
So we did get a little bit of information. It turns out they want to prove that they don't, although they are thankful for Tyler Breeze, they want to prove to him they can do it. And it's not so much that they don't want him at ringside. They just want him to, they want to show that they can without him. match going on the way. Jim Neidhart already tagged in. Tag teams, 4 rounds, 15 matches all together. And I'm really hoping, and I'm really trying to do my best to stay until that final match where we will crown brand spanking new tag team champions. Now, Neidhart and Wilson fighting on the outside of the ring. Neidhart gets back in the ring, decides to do a little bit of taunting. Using the ropes to his advantage. Just think of the differences in these teams here. Pretty Deadly has a combination of speed and athleticism, but in many people's opinions, they're just a little bit too goofy to be taken seriously. Meanwhile, you have Bret Hart and Jim Neidhart, a team that was once considered the greatest tag team of all time, with combining Bret's technical ability and speed with Jim's smash mouth and power. Of course, if you're one that just looks at titles and just looks at the titles they have won in the company they are working for, then the advantage still goes to the Hart Foundation, as not a member of Pretty Deadly has won any titles here in RWF. And although the tag team titles have eluded the Hart Foundation, Bret the Hitman Hart is a former RWF Intercontinental Champion. Bret Hart, of course, was able to get the Intercontinental Championship when he dethroned Bray Wyatt. And then he was the one who would lose it to Humberto Carrillo. Tag team move there by Pretty Deadly, but only in one count. might make the rest of these false count anywhere tornado tags just to see if I can make them go faster. Because I need to get to bed. If I went to bed, if I went to sleep right now, I would get 7 hours of sleep. And I very at least want to get round. I may have to stop after round 3, after round 2. As much as I hate that. I don't know why, but I didn't dream that this was going to take this long. I should have known, but I didn't think about it. I won't lie, I was hoping it wasn't going to kick out. I'm just, like, I am sorry that my mood has dropped very, very much. But, like, as excited as I am and was for all this, I am just ready for it to be over. Just because I want, like, I wish I didn't have to be up so early in the morning. Submission hold by Bret Hart. He decides to let it go. And now Hart with the sharpshooter. And there's the tap out.
Here are your winners, Bret Hart and Jim Knight, the Hart Foundation.
Okay. I'm going to do at least one last match and see if doing a false count anywhere tag match.
What you say is what you get, and I don't care if you get all of it. What you say is what you get, and I don't care if you get all of it.
We're gonna see. So, be right back with the last match. This time actually entering as a tag team.
And their opponents, at a combined weight of 552 pounds, Ivar and Eric, the War Raiders.
Okay. I don't like how Eric's thing floats above his head. I chose for them not to have Valhalla in this time. But okay. I'm hoping that making it a false count anywhere match and making it tornado tag will speed things up. Depending on if it actually does or not will depend on what I do from here. But I wanted to at least have this match done so that way if I do decide to end things here, round 3 will basically be ready to go for the next RWF. Either way, I might have to just call it after this one. I really hate that. I know you guys are probably a little bit disappointed. Those of you who are still with me. But for my own health, I think I'm going to have to call it after this match. I know I'm supposed to be commentating. I'm that tired. I'm sorry. Hey 2K, any reason why the trash can lid sound like chains? That definitely was faster.
Here are your winners, Ivar and Aaron, the War Raiders.
Alright. Again, I'm sorry about this, but we will have to finish on another day. I'm to the point where I'm about to pass out while I'm sitting here. So, I'm sorry again. I'm not even gonna do the commands. You guys pretty much know the commands by now. Or you know what? No, I can still do them. I'm just yeah. I'm sorry. I am so out of it. We're sponsored by Jesus Christ. We want to thank everybody that's helped us. You can visit that site for Mary Kay. You can join our Discord. You can look up and find it. It's not on my thing anymore, but Discord. You can join us on YouTube. You can join us on TikTok. And you can do this stuff to support. I'm so tired. I'm so sorry. I'm not usually like this, but I am about to pass out. So, um, keep a, our next episode. Just have a good night.